IRENA SENDLER, the woman who saved 2,500 children. Introduction. In the darkest days of World War II, when hope seemed lost for millions, one woman risked everything to save innocent lives. This is the story of IRENA SENDLER, a Polish social worker who rescued over 2,500 Jewish children from the horrors of the Holocaust. Early life and background: IRENA SENDLER was born in 1910 in Warsaw, Poland. Raised by parents who believed in helping others, IRENA learned compassion and courage from a young age. Her father, a doctor, died treating poor Jewish patients during a typhus outbreak, leaving a lasting impression on her. The outbreak of war. When Nazi Germany invaded Poland in 1939, life changed overnight. The Nazis forced Warsaw's Jewish population into a small, walled-off area known as the Warsaw Ghetto. Conditions were horrific. Overcrowding, starvation, and disease were rampant. IRENA, working as a social worker, saw the suffering firsthand. The secret mission. Determined to help, IRENA joined the Polish underground resistance, Zagoda, which was dedicated to aiding Jews. Using her position as a social worker, she obtained special permits to enter the ghetto under the pretense of inspecting sanitary conditions. But her real mission was far more dangerous: to smuggle children out and save them from certain death. The methods of rescue. IRENA and her network used ingenious methods to sneak children out of the ghetto. Some were carried out in ambulances as sick patients. Others were hidden in toolboxes, suitcases, or even beneath stretchers. Babies were sometimes sedated to keep them quiet during escape. Each child was given a new identity and placed with Polish families, orphanages, or convents. Keeping records. IRENA knew that these children would want to find their families after the war. She carefully recorded each child's real name and new identity on slips of paper, which she placed in glass jars and buried under an apple tree in a friend's garden. Arrest and torture. In 1943, IRENA was arrested by the Gestapo. She was brutally tortured, but refused to betray her network or the children's whereabouts. Sentenced to death, she was saved at the last moment when Zagoda bribed a guard. IRENA escaped and continued her work in hiding. The end of the war and legacy. When the war ended, IRENA dug up the jars and tried to reunite the children with their families. Tragically, most of their parents had perished in the Holocaust. Still, IRENA's actions had given these children a chance at life. IRENA SENDLER lived quietly for decades, her heroism largely unknown. In 2007, she was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. She passed away in 2008, but her legacy lives on as a symbol of courage, compassion, and the power of one person to make a difference. Conclusion. IRENA SENDLER's story reminds the world that even in the darkest times, there are those who choose to stand up for what is right. Her bravery saved thousands of lives and continues.